Okay, so we already concluded module 1 where we talked a little bit about retirement needs, right? We talked about the reality upon retirement where it's very susah to get a job lah, right? Most people in their head, after they retire, they think, never mind lah, I still got energy, I can still work. And to be very honest, I actually seen uncles in their 50s or the 60s, 60s. They want to drive also, susah to drive, but they need to work lah, basically to be a Grab driver. Wow. I don't want it to be anyone over here. Please. That's why it's a passion of mine to teach everyone how to retire comfortably. Second one, we talked a little bit about cash flow upon retirement, right? We talked a little bit about 5,000. Then after that, sometimes you have a high amount, right? So that's life. That's life. Like, let me give you an example. Today also, when we wanted to have our training, we thought to ourselves we're going to start at a certain time. But, yeah, someone was sick. And then on top of that, the rooms were all mixed up. But that's life. I mean, you know, so up and downs. But one thing I learned is this one thing. What we do and how we react is more important. Because most times, I still remember, and I'm sure you guys will agree, sometimes one of the most painful experience is the biggest lesson that will help you become a better person. Kan? So, us maybe facing a little bit of hardship in terms of financially or very difficult to get a job. Guess what? I'll tell you something about corporate life. When we are working, when we want to change, very susah. Very susah. You say, hey, go and take your TTT lah. Can it make extra money? After 3-4 years, we still in our corporate job. Because comfortable. Comfortable, correct or not, what I'm saying?
Yes.
But once something unfortunate or something which is deemed unfortunate happens, we are forced to change. And right now we are running, I'm so happy that we are all here today. We want to be a better version of ourselves. So everyone here, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. And the last one, we talked a little bit about identifying retirement needs. Why this is important? Because upon identifying retirement needs, right, we can move forward. Like I said, a map, if we do not have, we don't know where we are going, it's basically I close my eyes, and I just walk around. I want to do this, but it will be a bit dangerous for everyone. Everyone close eyes and then walk around, but I think dangerous. But if we close our eyes and walk, right, chances are we're going to hit that glass door or we're going to hit the cabinet. So that's why it's very, very important to identify. I know that the example sounds really silly, but most people walk with their eyes closed. That's why after 20 years, I don't know whether you guys get that feeling. Work for 20 years, ask yourself, hey, I worked for 20 years, macam I didn't save enough. Do you have that same?
Nothing.
Yeah, seems like nothing, right? So right now, that's why we want to change it. Only when we have a goal, we will have a destination. When we have a destination, we can move towards it. Okay? So right now, we're going towards module 2. Why retirement goals are important. Yes, and these are the two things we're going to talk a bit about. Avoid bankruptcy and maintain lifestyle. So, as I mentioned, this data is very prevalent. Unfortunately, if you go Chinese New Year, you hang out with your relatives and whatnot, right? Most people, they don't talk about money. Most people, they don't talk, so we don't know. But statistically speaking, out of 10 people in one room, 8 will not have enough money to retire. Statistically speaking, right? About half will go bankrupt after the age of 55, right? This is after you get your EPF money, will go bankrupt. You finish all the money, basically. And then the last one, this one is quite sad. Actually, that day we went to HKL, and I'm starting to see this phenomena. You go HKL, you think like the people, you see all these small cars. I suddenly see BMW, Mercedes, I see all these very lavish cars, you know. And then there was this one question. Someone asked me, and says, why are there more and more lavish cars there? And why are there more Datuk and Tan Sris going to the hospital? Simply because inflation is just so high. Inflation is so high that even though you have title Tan Sri ke Datuk, but once you stop earning money, once your monthly becomes zero, right, and you have 5,000 every month, right, wow, it's quite painful. That's why you see a lot of VIPs and T20s going to the public healthcare, right? Let me ask you guys like one question. Would you guys want this to happen or not?
No.
Would you guys want this to happen or not?
No, don't want.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you the step by steps, okay? Okay. Right now, just want a quick question lah, right? What do you notice about this particular these numbers over here? What do you guys notice?
Just nice.
Just nice.
No wow factor.
No wow factor.
Yeah, I want like plus 10, plus
Minus.
20, plus 10, plus 10, plus 10. Then there's the wow.
Wow. Okay. That's why you need to have goals. That's why we're all here today. Okay, so if you guys can't see because these are all numbers, it shows here negative 5,000, negative 15,000, negative 5,000. So in January, negative 5,000, February, negative 15,000, March, negative 5,000, April, negative 5,000. But below that, I put positive 5,000, positive 15,000, positive 5,000, positive 5,000, whereby our earnings equals to our spending. So, we would like to have even more basically.
Yes.
There's more money coming in versus less money going out.
Spending, yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Correct. Okay. So, guys, like I said, when we go to the gym, we have to measure our weight. Right? When we go to the gym, we need to measure our waist. It's the same thing over here. Right now, when there's clarity, you can take action. Okay, let me ask you a quick question. If you guys go to the gym, right, and assuming I just assuming it's me I don't want to say weight is a very sensitive issue So assuming if I'm 80 right, and assuming right now I want to be 70 by the end of this year, okay, assuming. Right now, if I go to a gym and I've been working out from January, February, what happened? I weigh myself. I'm 82. What will happen basically?
Oh no.
Oh no, then what will happen?
Motivation gone down.
Motivation gone down. What else?
Not really because if you were to measure, and only the simple thing is when you put on your pants, your weight may increase, but your pants is longer, right? Meaning you have built muscles. Muscle often weigh 3 times heavier than your fats. So it depends on what you want to achieve.
What's your goal?
So if he puts on his pants 82 kg, but he feels good like his pants is loose, it's something to celebrate. That's how I see it.
Okay. So right now, again, we will come to this Basically, it's all about numbers. So if I'm heavier, but then my pants are loose, is it a good thing? Was it not a good thing? So again, let's go down to the numbers. Only when we have numbers, we can measure specifically. There's no two ways about it basically. If tiba-tiba I'm 82 and then my pants are tighter, basically alamak, what do I have to do? What's the actionable item?
Something very wrong.
Fire the gym instructor. And then I say, cannot this guy. And then Bob, okay. But the whole thing of it all is we can take corrective action. So remember the first part of the class where we talked a little bit about monthly expenses. Now you guys see why having a monthly number is important. Only when we have a monthly number, then we will know agak-agak how much we want to make basically. So if you feel it's more ideal to make 2,000 more, put it down, 2,000, plus 2,000 more. So assuming if we spend about 5,000,
I want 7,000.
but we want to have 7,000,
Yes.
right? So in the beginning, we talked a little bit about what is your, how much you guys spend and what is your ideal retirement life, right? Right now, we are talking a little bit about how much we need And the best case scenario is we have a bit of extra lah. Don't ngam-ngam lah. You ngam-ngam means like tiba-tiba kereta rosak. Then alamak. Then after that we have to pinjam. Please
and then
don't.
inflation.
Inflation. Betul. Betul. Okay, so right now we already talked a little bit about why retirement goals are so very important. Number one is to avoid bankruptcy. Number two is to maintain lifestyle. How do we maintain our lifestyle? Basically, look at how much money come in, come out, come in, come out. In fact, if you want to have a better lifestyle, also can. Make more money lah. Right? Make more money lah. It's very simple. Okay? So right now, we already talked about Module 2. Now we're going to talk a little bit about Module 3. Setting clear and measurable goals, number one. We're going to talk a little bit about figuring out your expenses. So right now, we're going to break it down into two. If you guys are wondering, say, we already talked about this here. What? Okay, why? It's because right now, I'm going to talk a little bit about how to save and how to invest. If you have these two key lessons, that's financial freedom. Every book they will talk to you about how to retire comfortably. Every book will say, save, invest, save, invest, save, invest. So we're going to talk a little bit about figuring out your expenses. We're going to talk a little bit about setting clear and measurable goals. And the last one, we're going to talk about choosing saving and investments. Okay, over here, this is a class participation right now, right? These are expenses, right? I want to test everyone, So right now, expenses can be divided into two. Your needs versus your wants. Okay? So, what are considered as needs? Keperluan asas, essentials.
Rental, electricity, internet, grocery.
Okay. So those your essentials are
For me.
basically. Okay. Your wants is basically
Good to have.
good to have like
Nice.
I'll give you like okay, instead of going to Penang, I go to China. I go to Japan.
Wow.
I think that's quite extravagant lah, basically, right?
Lavish.
Okay. So let me ask, okay, so you already know what's needs and wants. Needs is for human to survive lah, basically. If today I tak makan means, can still survive lah, but if one week tak makan means pengsan already lah, right? Or if I don't drink for 1 week, pengsan also lah. So that is basically our essentials, right? Our needs. And then our wants is, it's nice to have lah, go to cinema, have some popcorn, those are our wants, okay? So let me ask everyone here. Groceries, needs or wants?
Needs.
Needs. Eating out?
Wants.
Needs for me.
Okay, why? I know the answer, but let me ask you, why is it important?
I cannot every day eating at home by cooking myself.
Faham?
I need time to just walk out from the house
Faham?
and spend some times either alone, either with friends or family.
Okay, so this one is very interesting. I actually asked this particular question before. Most corporate couples, husband and wife working, they don't have time. They don't have time.
Eat together.
They don't have time.
Yeah.
When they don't have time, husband and wife work until 6 or 7 o'clock at night. So when they work until 6 or 7 o'clock at night, right, they don't have time to cook. So therefore, this one is a need for certain couples. So basically, it's not everyone is in one bucket.
Yeah.
But
So those whose needs is eating out grocery is not essential already lah.
yeah lah, it's not so
But
essential lah.
They don't have to go and buy, but they just have to go and eat.
Exactly. So this one, if you want to buy things like
So in grocery, you have your how to say, the cleaning stuff also considered grocery.
I'll give you ones for grocery list. Things like, your candles to make your house smell nice.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
That's one of them. I'll give you more ones lah. Other ones is maybe things like ice cream lah. I know that the young ones will love ice cream, but for me, it's like it's a waste of money. But again, everyone has their needs and wants lah. Okay, so the third one, rental. Is it a need or want?
I I don't have a home, so I have to rent. So
Rent
it's a need.
is a need.
Shelter over my head.
Yeah. Electricity, is it need or want?
Needs.
Needs.
This one there's no two ways about it lah.
Yeah.
Susah to live in darkness lah. Movies, is it need or want?
Once,
For me, it's one.
Wants. Vacation?
once.
Half.
Half half. I'll tell you a quick story lah. Actually, when I was training a lot of government linked companies, I've been doing a lot of corporate trainings. I asked this question, is it a need or want? And then this person, it's a guy, he said, it's a want. I was quite interested. I was like, how is this a want? Can you explain it to me? Because I also want it, I need to know also. He said right now, working in a corporate life, right? Because we work up to 12 hours. And then the thing is like, you can hear this company going to let go of people, that company going to let go of people, and then you hear this department going to let go of people, right? He thinks vacation is a need lah, basically. Why? It's because he needs to release stress. He needs to release stress. So, okay lah, I also have to admit for myself also, for me it's a need also, because, very stressed very stressed. Honestly, while working, while doing TTT on the side, while doing my side job lah, whatever lah, it is very stressful. I in fact work almost 18 hours a day. So for me, a vacation is a need lah, basically. So again, I'm not saying it's good, it's not good. Everyone should know, right? We're already adults already. So again, like I said lah, but example lah, if I go to maybe Penang, maybe I go to Malacca, then after tiba-tiba I say I want to go to Japan or Korea, I will consider it as a want lah, basically. For me lah, because I think it's too extravagant lah. Cuti Malaysia, I think still okay lah. Gym, need or want?
For me, it's one.
One?
One.
Yeah. This one I agree. I used to, I'll tell you a very quick saving tip lah. I used to be a gym member tau. Spend 300 ringgit every month. 300. And I seldom go to the gym. So I quite malu to admit lah. Alamak. As a financial trainer, I want to admit very malu lah.
So that's why now like some certain like Pilates,
Uh-uh.
they have fine.
Uh-uh.
If you didn't go to the class,
Uh-uh.
you need to pay.
Yes.
So that
So-
so that
they
you
make
have
it
the
more
motivation
decent
to go.
Okay.
Right now, gyms, last time you join the gym, they'll give class free, Right now, the fees are cheaper, but every time you want to join class, you have to pay extra. That's how they make money. Oh, hey, these guys. Everything costs money now nowadays. Internet, need or want?
It's a need. It's like electricity nowadays.
Correct. And quite honestly, for trainers like ourselves, if we're going to do online trainings, we're going to have webinars, right? Internet is macam nyawa lah. So please don't be cheap on internet lah. And what else are needs in your opinion? I can remember, I can give you one example. Right now, I already have this example.
Which is not listed.
Which are not listed, give me one, which is a need.
Haircut.
Haircut. Okay? Because I can't cut my own hair, even though I'm botak,
Can shave. I got a lot of friends buy and shave.
Yeah lah, no lah, I cannot lah. I end up hurting myself. How about yourself? Any things which are needs?
Maybe makeup,
Okay?
skincare.
Okay?
It's a need.
Okay? Okay, so again, whatever is needed, don't let anyone tell you, say, this one is a one. Again, a lot of financial books out there, I feel that when they give wrong advice, right, it's difficult. It's very difficult to act, right? So some financial books will say vacation is a need, but right now I think more and more is a want. And another thing is education. I feel education is a need. Because right now in this economy, right, for us to survive, right, to cari makan lah.
Tiba-tiba.
Yeah lah.
This era with the technology,
AI.
jobs are changing. So
Exactly.
no longer have our grandparents' job.
Yeah. Just, last time, my dad's time, they will work in one company for
For the
30
rest
years.
of their life.
Yeah. After they graduate, that same job, 30 years, you know.
Until they retire, then they bring their kid in also.
Yeah, and then I still remembered, and I just want to tell you guys, in the office, right, it's very different, you know, where everyone is family. I used to go to my dad's office, and everyone knows me like their
Kids.
son, their son, you know. So it's like we are all family. So why am I telling you this story? Is because right now corporate life is getting more and more impersonable. When it gets more and more impersonable, very easy to let go of people. Very easy to let go of people. Okay, so right now, I just want to talk a little bit about setting clear and measurable goals, right? And why this is important. Why this exercise is very, very important, right? In fact, when I was doing this exercise with everyone here before, right? I actually had this particular idea when I was doing needs and wants. And why this is very important, no? We don't even have to say this is Ali, because truthfully, it was me. So Ali is 30 years old. He learned a bit of financial literacy. After cutting down his expenses, he cut down coffee and Grab. For me, it's Grab. I will take a Grab back home, right? Coffee, I will always spend on something else. But if he cuts these two expenses,
30 ringgit.
30 ringgit. 30 ringgit may not sound a lot. It doesn't sound a lot. 30 ringgit is just like, alah, 30 ringgit saja kan. Lepas tu, but let me give you guys something to ponder lah. 30 ringgit darab dengan 30 days is 900 ringgit. Darab dengan 12. So assuming like it's 1,000 per month. Kalau you darab dengan 12, it's 12,000, you know. So if you were to invest it and it gives you about 15%, what will happen is in 15 years, you have 500,000. 500,000.
What is that I can get 15% now? I'm
Okay.
interested.
Okay, I'll tell you guys. I'll tell you. I'll definitely tell you. I want to say now, but okay, I'll tell you guys later. We continue first. Continue. Okay. So right now, I will give everyone 3 minutes. I don't need so much of time now. Please write down all your expenses. Right? Number one. So every day, or just put down your most common expenses like okay, I would breakfast, go coffee shop or whatever, right?
Manicure, pedicure.
Manicure, pedicure, go for massage or whatever, do hair or everything lah. Take Grab, go here, take Grab, go there, go shopping or whatever. Put down the expenses lah. And please, this one, the more you put down, you have more clarity, you know. Again, you know, I mean, we can go for a class and then after that, okay we just simply do. But when we simply do, then we simply get result So, yeah, I used to be like that so that's why I'm telling you guys, I don't want anyone, you know, to struggle basically. So the more clarity you have, right, then it's easier for you to take action. Then beside each of these expenses, put the amount, right? The last one, put whether it's a need or want. Okay? And then I will give you 3 minutes starting from right now. Any questions you can ask?
The expenses for a day or need to make it for a month or
A day.
A day.
Yeah, like today lah.
Okay.
And then if you have a vacation every once a year, so you just put lah. So after you already do your daily one, right? The next one is how much you spend 1 year lah. Basically, Chinese New Year, how much you spend. The vacation, how much you spend. If Chinese New Year you spend, you also have to write lah. Say, Chinese New Year I spend on
Giving ang pao to parents.
canned drinks lah. I know this is very popular. Canned drinks, and then the oranges also. A lot of my relatives, when they buy oranges towards the end, all oranges rosak, man. Because we keep giving oranges among each other, so end up like rosak.
It's just a cultural thing to
Yeah.
exchange.
So 3 minutes starting from now. I will get back to you in 3 minutes.
Ready?
Ready? Okay. So could you tell me what are your top expenses?
For now, housing loan,
Housing loan,
car loan,
car loan, Very basic lah.
insurance.
Insurance. How about yourself?
Insurance, food.
Food lah.
I've got this tendency of going to try out the latest
Oh, me also.
cafe.
Me also.
So I've decided this year, reduce that habit
Okay.
and maybe support more local kopitiam.
Kopitiam.
Uh,
Okay. I got one story for you actually. How to invest later lah. I'll share with you. Okay. So a little bit about needs and wants. So are there any expenses you think you can cut from today onwards? You say
Zeus coffee
Zeus coffee lah.
Reduce the frequency lah.
how about yourself?
Mostly I had my lunch and dinner outside.
Or mostly outside lah.
But you cannot say you don't eat, right?
I may just that's mean home cook, or either I can do that's mean the simple one instead of like every day is heavy.
Faham?
Oh, okay.
Faham? So for me, what I did was I stopped taking. I only did this too, I stopped taking Grab. Right?
Then what? You took public transport?
Public transport,
train,
LRT.
bus and all?
Ah.
Walk up and walk.
Well, I'll tell you a story. Okay, so this and then this one. Why this coffee? Actually, it's not really coffee lah. I'm embarrassed to say. Actually, it's during Ramadan, we used to have this bazaar. Bazaar everywhere. Bazaar, right? I'll take 50 ringgit lah. I'll spend.
You sure you start at 50 and you didn't take that extra?
Actually, it's more. It's more. It's a lot more. Could be 100. It's actually this year's Gerai Ramadan, right? I went to Taman Tun. I just want to share with you guys a story lah. Taman Tun, I last time like a kueh like this, maybe it's 50 cents.
Oh, it's
Right.
something.
Right now, the kueh has already reduced in size,
And go one shop, people
and it's
queue up like crazy.
70
one.
cents, way. Yeah.
Have to queue up and pay. It's not free,
Okay. On top of that, burger, Ramly burger. How much
Oh,
Ramly
you mean
burger?
the mashed burger that sells 30,
Yes,
40?
yes. She already told the story lah. Ramly burger, on average, is about 4-5 ringgit. Taman Tun,
lah, 4-5 ringgit, 7.50.
7 already. Now Taman Tun, the smash burger is about 30-40 ringgit. I'm like, wow! But they do things like they will use the fire lah.
And all.
And then the most mind blown part is that place sells burgers for so expensive and it's so crowded.
And people queue up.
People will just queue up. Okay? So, for me, actually, after I've done this too, I save a lot. I was like, wow, not bad lah. So right now, if you can cut one expense, what expense would that be? Okay, so how I cut is, I don't say every day I don't take Grab. When I'm tired, I take Grab lah. But if I have enough energy, I just walk back home. The impact of this, actually I lost weight. I lost weight.
Save money, lost weight, so healthy.
Save money, lost weight. And then on top of that, I save money. Instead of going for the bazaar, right? What happened was I lost weight. And people actually saw me after 2 months and said, wow, Anna, you lost a lot of weight, man. I say, thank you. So, yeah lah. So, again, I just want to tell you guys this one thing lah, right? If you take action and you take one action and you repeat that one action, it becomes habit lah. And then when you have good habits, you get good results. You have good habits, you get good results. Ever since, okay lah, like for me lah, sometimes I get jealous lah, seeing thin people lah. I say, how they always so thin? And I see them eat also, they don't eat so much. They every time eat vegetables, right? So they have good habits. When you have good habits, easy to lose weight. Easy to lose weight. So right now, if you have one expense today, what would it be? Right? Cut that one expense down and you'll start seeing results. From today onwards, From today onwards. Okay? So how do 80% of people use their money? They just earn and spend. Earn and spend. The next one is they use this one. This one is poison. Please don't do this.
Like the credit card.
It's like credit card. So do you guys know what a BNPL is?
Buy and pay later lah.
Yes, buy now, pay later.
Atom and all.
Yes.
Even Air Asia.
Yes.
You can
So
buy your ticket and then split the payment.
correct. So this one, the interest rate is much higher than credit cards. Much higher. I did a calculation. Credit cards is about 14-15%. This one is about even higher than that. I couldn't comprehend lah. I said, wow, this is so expensive. Imagine right now if you have a lot of buy now pay later, and then when you retire or no job, right, you have to pay this and you have to pay your monthly expenses. So this one, if possible, try to stay away from it. So how do wealthy people use money, right? They earn and they invest, right? So that means you actually keep aside. Every time you have salary, keep aside. Don't see the money. Keep aside. In fact, for me, what I do is I'll keep aside money. Once I have enough money, right, I'll invest. I'll invest in skills. I'll invest in education.
I've got a weakness, I cannot keep money. So I force deduction from EPF.
Very smart.
Contribute more.
Very smart.
So because when I see money, I get very excited and I
Yeah,
can spend.
me also.
So because I work so hard, I deserve it, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
So but when it goes to EPF, I don't see it, then I cannot complain. Assuming I took a pay cut lah. So that's how I achieve my EPF amount.
So you pay the
On top of the 12%, I contribute additional.
It's for savings.
Oh.
So
From the company, is it?
No,
yourself.
ourselves
So you
contribute
will bank
more.
in yourself. Is it?
When we tell HR, the HR can help you fill the form.
Correct.
They will auto deduct. Because even if I depend on myself, maybe this month no need bank in lah. I useless, right? I don't
Correct.
have that discipline. So I make it default deduct. So I don't have to worry.
But do they set a limit, like how many
No,
percent? No
because
limit?
now you can pay additional 100,000 into the account yourself, so there's no limit. So that's how I force myself to achieve my EPF target. I had that target when I was probably 40. Then I said I need to have X amount by this age. So alhamdulillah, I managed to get it by that concept because I cannot save. I see money, I get excited.
Yeah, I also lah. Everyone
That's
lah.
like I work so hard. Like I say, I
Yeah,
work so
man.
late, come back late, dark also late, go back also late. I think I deserve this money, but by the default, going to EPF, you don't feel it because you take it like a pay cut.
Correct. So that's a very, very good tip. Whereby once you earn, straight away invest.
It's investing because it goes to
Straight
EPF
away
and
invest.
it's the
Correct.
highest interest.
Correct. So what I used to do is I just buy house. Because last time I did not know anything about EPF, and EPF was a scary word for me. So, EPF, very scary. So I said,
And then people are rumor mongering as well. Don't put all your eggs in EPF.
yeah. So what I did was actually I bought property, and property actually naik about 10 or 15%.
A
But
bit risky now because very hard to liquidate.
so I'll tell you guys, okay, all these property gurus they will say property is good lah, can make money I'll tell you something Happened to me, real life. I actually have a property in Ipoh, bungalow lah. And then when the renter move out, I look, say, fan missing, aircon missing. That's not even the worst part, My renter before this was a kindergarten. They go and chonting in the house,
So you have to repaint the whole house.
And that's not even the worst part. They chonting a figurine, like a human, like that. But sebab they don't know how to look it properly, the human looks very ugly lah. I masuk my own house, takut I was like, cannot lah. So if you own property also, it's not like what people say in the internet lah, can make money every month or whatever. In actuality, your tenants will complain. Sometimes when you take over your property.
Risk, you got tenants who don't pay as well.
Yes, correct.
So that would be a case.
Correct.
It's a risk, and then even tenant move, you need to spend money to reinvest and paint.
Correct.
And do some touching up.
So these are how people, the wealthy, actually use their money. Okay. Okay. So we have more students. Okay. So let me just share this one story with you. Okay. I want to just blow everyone's mind lah. Okay. iPhone was introduced in 2007, right? And iPhone back then was about because it's a payment plan lah. 3,000 you go and buy with Maxis, and then they will subsidize lah. Macam 2,000 lah. 3,000 we pay, 2,000 they subsidize, right? So agak-agak is 5,000 lah, right? Did you know that the Apple stock when they first launched the iPhone was only $3 sahaja? So what if you invest instead of spending? Okay, again, why I actually went through all this exercise is to show you needs versus wants. When you push away all your wants and you invest that money, right? And assuming right now, so this is 2007, Apple. You see this line here? Before the hill, then it melompat, right? What will happen is that you will have 406,000 just by not buying an iPhone, investing that 5,000 into Apple. In a couple of years, right? If you invest in 2007, today you have 406,000. Will this be enough for everyone to retire?
No.
Still no?
No.
Wow, I have a very difficult audience, eh?
Very
It's a very greedy audience. Alamak, like this.
This one is maybe
Every
for some
quarter.
years lah, maybe.
Okay lah.
Every quarter want to go on holiday.
Okay. Okay, good that you have high goals lah. Okay, so let me just tell you guys a little bit about how to actually make this money, how to actually earn this money, right? So right now, I just want to share with you guys, this is the most important part, right? This is the most important part, right? The next couple of slides, the next couple of minutes, please listen up. This is very important. Basically, when we invest in stocks, another word for stocks is share, right? So when we buy stocks, we are actually a shareholder for a company, right? And we have ownership within the company. For example, let us say Abu and Ali, they both receive VSS, right? Abu decided to open a teh tarik shop, right? So there was one day when, okay, so I left some space for me here so that I can talk basically. So one day, what happened was, it was a slow day right? It was under a big tree. Abu has his 1 stalls and he has only 4 tables. He's only making about 200 ringgit per day, right? So this is when Abu first opened his business right? And he's not making that much of money. And then after that, he's wondering hey, am I doing the right thing? So what happened was, after 3 or 4 months, Ali saw Abu's potential. He tried Abu's teh tarik and he says, hey, Abu, I like your teh tarik . And then after that, he's beginning to see, okay, after 3 or 4 months, he's beginning to see, because there's only 1 table, 4 chairs, not many people can go. When not many people can go, what will happen is that he can only serve people that are lining up and people that are sitting on the table and chair. So right now, Ali thinks to himself, he says, you know what? Maybe I should invest in Abu's business. And then Ali invests as much as 50,000 in the business. So what Abu does with that money is he buys more chairs and tables, right? And with that, Abu can serve more people. And in fact, income from that business increased by five times. So right now, per day, instead of 200, they make 1,000 ringgit per day. And what eventually happens is, Ali is a shareholder. Remember the concept about stocks and shares? So right now, with Ali just investing 50,000, he makes 500 ringgit per day. So that is the power of investing in shares, right? Okay, so I know some of you guys are foodies over here, and I know some of you guys suka makan lah. And in fact, I also like to makan. I was from Ipoh lah, and when I was in Ipoh, we used to go to coffee shops, Chinese coffee shops. It was quite nice. I grew up eating there lah. And one day, I actually was in Meat Valley, Meat Valley, and I saw this shop, penuh. I was like, what shop is this? First time I went there. Second time I went there, penuh juga. Then the third time I went there, every day penuh. You go lunch, dinner, yes, Meat Valley. So even Adeline also knows this place is always crowded.
Adeline is not a fan.
Yeah, this place is always crowded. I'm like, alamak, why is this place every time crowded? So I told myself, I said, if this place is very crowded, what does this mean? If you are a business owner, okay, assuming right now you buka kedai lah, and you're a business owner lah, right? And your shop every day penuh dengan orang. Penuh every time, penuh. Does this mean that your shop is profitable tak?
Yes.
Viral kan? Kan? So, if you have a business like this lah, kalau your food prices, Oriental Kopi dia bukan, it's not reasonable. Dia is a bit on the pricey side. On top of that, penuh. Every time penuh. Dah lah, each person, you make a very good profit. On top of that, selalu ramai orang. A lot of people come. So, let me just tell you this particular thing. You see this Oriental Kopi,
You just listed, right? Not
yeah,
too long.
within 1 year, you have made 60% as a shareholder. As a shareholder, you make 60%. So, some people ask me how to make 15%. I'll show you how to make 4 times better. 60%.
Only 20% enough.
20% enough lah. Okay lah.
Maybe slow and steady.
Slow and steady wins the race lah. Okay. So right now I'll tell you another example. KPJ. Have any of you guys heard KPJ?
Yeah, visited. They are growing internationally also in Indonesia.
So KPJ, okay, this is one thing lah. I have older family members lah. Kadang-kadang when I take them to hospital lah, penuh man, penuh. I'm like, my goodness me, long queue. And let me tell you a story. There was once I had to take one of my older family members hospital, 7 p.m. after dinner. We went to do x-ray, we went to do everything. By the time the whole treatment finished, it was 3 in the morning. 3 in the morning. I was like, wow, this one is gila lah, basically, because the hospital is so crowded, right? So over here, we can see that within 3 years, you have made more than 2 times your money. So if you invested 1,000 lah, or 2,000 ringgit lah, your 2,000 ringgit will become 5,000 ringgit in 3 years. In 3 years only. So, okay, why did I tell you these 2 random examples? Why? I say, kenapa Anan tiba-tiba cakap?
Essentials.
Okay, essentials, betul? It's a very good. What else? Any guesses? Kenapa these 2 examples? Okay lah, actually this is a very difficult question to ask also lah. Because I actually interacted with both these companies in my stories. Masa I nak makan, like I said, I grew up in Ipoh. I like to eat kopitiam lah, basically. So when I eat kopitiam, so when I went to find it in Mid Valley, right, tengok, I said, every time crowded. So I said, if I buy this stock, I wonder whether I can make money. So you can see someone, actually I think this one I made about 30 or 40%. It's not bad lah, my returns. This one I made about 60%, KPJ. Why I actually went to KPJ was like, older family members, we masuk around 7 in the evening. Sampai pukul 3. It was until 3 o'clock. And then what happened was, I told myself, I said, hospitals is a very good business. So I said, I think if I invest in hospitals, I think I may make money. Tengok, I think this one I made about 60%. Right? So basically, right, this is an activity. I'm going to teach you guys how to choose winning stocks. Okay?
This is interesting.
Okay, I'm going to teach you guys how to choose winning stocks. I want to ask you guys 4 questions. I'll give you guys a couple of minutes. Let me go through the questions and I'll give opening it up. Okay, number 1, was there any restaurants you went to recently? Right? And the restaurant penuh lah, like ramai orang lah, kan? I heard this one hot pot company was listed in the US. The next one is, was there any products that you use and memang suka? I'll tell you an example lah. This one, my junior analyst last time when she first started working, I asked her if what products do you like to use. She says, I like to buy Vinci shoes last time. Vinci shoes were very hot last time.
Very affordable.
Yeah.
And then nice designs.
Very nice design. And selalu penuh. In KLCC, selalu penuh. Maybe 10 or,
Yeah,
or
the one
15
is
years.
Padini also.
Padini and Vinci are owned by the same company.
Same owner.
If you guys, from your phone, you take out and you look at stock price for Padini. I think would have went maybe 10
I think
times.
they have gone overseas already. They
Already
were
went overseas,
venturing, I think before COVID, they were already venturing overseas.
Overseas, They have okay, so basically, right, was there any product that you use and like, and you think, lah, this shop every time penuh orang, okay? The next one is, what is your favorite drink and food? Again, I'll give you an example. Have you guys heard of this brand called Misui?
Yeah.
Misui.
For competitor.
Yeah. Misui and Chaji.
Chaji,
Ah.
Saji,
Yeah.
And a beauty.
beauty.
Yeah. I
From China also.
Yeah. I start
Malaysian product, is it?
No, China.
all from China.
All from
China.
Even
China.
Chaji.
Chaji,
Yeah,
semua.
Chaji very big in
I
China.
thought Chaji is the founder is wife of Lee Chong Wei.
No, ambassador.
Oh, maybe.
They are ambassadors.
Oh, ambassador.
Ambassador. Oh, okay. Never mind.
So this one is like, once you already know your favorite drink and food, cuba tengok. It says, so for this exercise, just list down all of these things. List them all down, and I'll get back to you in 5 minutes. So you just list down. I'll come at 5 minutes from now. Okay. So what are the brands you guys listed? What are the brands you guys listed? Anyone?
I've got Zeus, I've got Apple.
Zeus, Apple. Besides that?
Bing Sui.
Misui. Okay, so all of this actually can invest. I actually masuk in Misui also.
Lima.
Family Mart is owned by a listed company. Nanti this one is later I'll teach you guys lah macam mana. Okay. So all of them actually, if you notice, Zeus also. Zeus, they were so successful, they want to sell their shares. And remember what I said a little bit about shares. When you buy a share, you are basically a shareholder. You actually own the company. So, as I give you the example, remember when Apple actually sold their first iPhone, right? Tengok-tengok, tiba-tiba you see a long line. Then they sold another iPhone, tengok-tengok another long line. So, basically, they not only have a very expensive product, they made crazy profits. But on top of that, people menggila-gilakan their product. They really love Apple products. And like I said just now, whoever bought Apple right? The example was over here. If we, instead of buying an iPhone, we use that 5,000 ringgit to buy the Apple share when they first launched their first iPhone. Today, the investment will be 460,000. Okay, so why this is very important? Next time, if you want to go Oriental Kopi, want to makan Oriental Kopi, instead of pergi makan Oriental Kopi, belilah saham Oriental Kopi.
Betul-betul.
Kan? Atau kalau kita nak beli misui or caji, instead of going there, belilah. Okay, so instead of maybe in a week maybe we go 5 times Instead of that, maybe we can cut maybe 3 times. We cut 2 times we go there, minum, makan, whatever. But at 3 times, we save that, we invest. We save that, we invest. So therefore, the example that I gave you guys about your wants and your needs, always remember that. Only when you remember that, you will know. You have a compass. This one is a one, tak payah, right? So you can cut your wants, reduce your wants, use that money to invest. For me, especially back then when they first launched an iPhone, actually is a want Most guys, we all say, "Oi, where's all this gadget?" Last time the iPhone was like any other Nokia phone. Dulu when they first, I still remember. So we were all showing off ourselves. We can take pictures. The pictures are very nice. I think after 5 or 10 years, when the apps got a lot better, when you can WhatsApp, when you can use the maps and everything, right? That's when your smartphone became an essential. Tetapi when they first launched the iPhone, we could have used that 5,000 to make 500,000, right? So if there's only one lesson you can learn from today from everything which I said, cut your wants. After you cut your wants, you start investing. You see what you really like, you start trying to accumulate those shares, okay? And as I mentioned to you, this is living proof I actually made about 80%. How did I make 80%? Okay, so you notice this was actually on a high. I actually bought it when it's actually at a very low level like this. And then this is actually when the peak basically. So that's where you can actually make about, some of my students actually made about 100%. They bought it at the low and then they sold it at the peak for 100%. Okay, so so I'm gonna tell you guys, if you guys want to start from today onwards, and then you tell yourself like, you know what, I want to start from today right? So where should I look at? This year, what was the first thing that you remember happened this year? The biggest news? Trump? Venezuela kan?
Then now Greenland.
And Greenland. Okay? Every time when this guy does something, what are the 2 things at night? What are the 2 things yang naik harga?
Gold will go up and then share will go down.
Okay. In 1 year, gold has went up about 70%. But there's this one particular metal.
Silver.
No one talks about this. I bought this, I made quite a lot actually. But okay, this one, in the same time period, this is 1 year, 1 year. But silver made more than double gold. More than double gold.
These are on paper, right?
Yes, until you sell it, then you make money These are all paper, right? So basically, why has this gone up? Because of war. If we think there's going to be more war this year, I would maybe look at these 2 assets, gold and silver. And if you're asking yourself, hey, which one to invest? Where should I allocate the money? Just buy both. I mean, I wasn't a genius when I bought gold and silver. I just bought a little bit of gold, a bit of silver. And I made money on both these assets. right?
I use, instead of the goal, the wants and the needs, every girl would like to have a Coach bag.
Coach bag.
Right, so I work in Maxis, there's Tommy downstairs. Everyone in Maxis carry brand. So instead of buying a Coach bag with 1,000, 3,005, I bought a Tommy gold
Wow.
piece.
Ah.
So I do collect physical gold.
Wow.
And it increased about close to 200%.
200%.
Since 2013 onwards.
Yeah. Actually, if you ask me which is better, so I got a lot of questions. Says, should
Up
we
to you lah, your preference.
should we buy actual physical gold or should we buy paper gold? So, if you ask me lah, paper gold, physical gold is safer.
I buy two.
Uh-uh.
So since I'm not working, I liquidate my paper gold. Physical gold I learned because in ancient time, you have war. Like now let's say I ask you paper you got war, your bank you cannot take out money. You got physical gold, you can at least trade for food. So that's why I don't buy Pandora, I buy real gold jewelry. So like now I'm not working, worst case I take to the Pajar Gadai and get some money for my food lah.
Correct.
So that's why you trade both, but imagine if there's war or something happen, your money is stuck. You can't
Correct.
take out to save yourself.
And it's very risky.
So whereas physical, you can trade for food for survival.
So let me give you an example lah. Kalau if we beli gold through the internet lah, so then it will look lah on an app lah macam touch and go, right? Touch and go is very simple. Macam berapa clicks you can buy your gold. But the risk is tiba-tiba if the company tutup. I'm not saying touch and go, you're close.
The bank.
If that particular company tutup,
I think there
habis.
was a scheme also, Ponzi scheme on gold, right? Quite some time, a lot of people got trapped.
ada. When you have physical gold, you boleh jual beli. Lepas you dah ada your physical gold, if you buy from bank A, you can sell it to bank B. If bank A tutup, or if bank B tutup, they can always sell it to bank C, right? So this is social unrest, right? If anyone have extra money, you can actually look towards
Social unrest, sorry. What is that again?
social unrest bila macam tunjuk perasaan. In Iran, they had a tunjuk perasaan.
Ada orang mati pun 2,000 orang mati Iran.
Social unrest meaning
Alright, thank
like riot, is it?
Riot.
Oh, they call it social unrest. I see.
Do investment can call.
So there's social unrest lah. Oh, okay. On top of that, this is Visit Malaysia year. So why am I bring this up? When Visit Malaysia comes,
Is this
what
year?
will happen? Yes, it's this year, 2026.
Tourists coming in.
When tourists coming in, what will happen?
Opportunity.
All this business will start making more money.
Your restaurant also?
When
Your Oriental?
Oriental Coffee also make
People will
money.
see you, they will
Yeah.
queue up also.
So, guys, these are the things. If you guys want to invest, if you guys are considering to invest, belum naik lagi lah because the tourists have not masuk yet lah.
But
3 or 4 months.
The price is low now, so it's the best time.
The best time to buy is when everything is cheap. I actually bought silver or in gold also. I actually bought gold maybe 2 years ago when before everything.
It was like 300.
Like you lah, I used to accumulate. Then after that, when war came, I was like, wow, I feel like a genius lah. But no lah, that one was lucky lah, to be honest. And these are the things which I invest in. Right?
Oh, even flight. Bus also.
Flight. So this one example is Air Asia and Air Asia X. Bus is the bus companies dari KL pergi ke Ipoh. There's this one bus company called Perak Transit. Yeah, right?
Like Aeroline.
Betul. This one Aeroline, all the buses lah.
Sunny.
Betul.
Hotels?
Hotels is like Impiana.
Piano.
Impiana is a local hotel.
We don't have a chain of hotels that is doing local, not the.
Shangri-La last time, but Shangri-La has already moved to
International
China already.
now.
The only local brand, Impiana sahaja.
But they only have one. They only have one, right?
Only one. That's the thing. Hari tu I bought Impiana.
And I don't know if they refurbish. It's so
I don't know.
old.
I don't know.
It's so old.
I bought this and this. This one I made about 30, 40. This one I made
Live
about 30.
KL, I don't know who owned, but it's doing well.
Is it,
Got Penang also.
So that's why the exercise when I gave everyone, write down what brands you guys use. Write down. After you have written down, you will know what companies to buy. And then after that, from there, You can just Google. It says, is this company, what is the name of the stock for this company, and so on and so forth.
Tour?
Tour is like macam tour guide lah.
Reliance,
Agency.
the Reliance and all.
Especially from China. They'll come in big bus.
Because I didn't know actually that like common people can invest in such companies. I thought
Boleh.
like companies like
Boleh.
Yeah.
Oh, I know they share, but I don't know which
know.
platform to
I didn't
go
know.
to.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry. War and social interest to invest?
Ah.
No, no.
Ni,
When
I
it
put
was-
the mic kat sini. Okay. So war is when a
I
company.
know that people can make money
Yeah.
in war, but
So okay,
how do
so
you do that?
So every time there's war and social unrest lah. Kalau macam tiba-tiba Korea there's something happen, or tiba-tiba Indonesia something happen, or Nepal. Last year memang banyak all these countries.
Bangladesh also.
I don't know whether you
Yeah.
guys remember dekat Indonesia ramai yang line up just to buy gold. Last year ramai. And when that happened, the demand of gold just went up. So last year, I actually bought gold. The first half of the year, I bought gold. Then after that, I noticed one thing. Silver, I noticed orang start jual emas when gold actually reach a very high level, right? Orang dah start takut beli emas. Diorang jual emas, beli
Go
silver.
for silver.
Then I bought silver. So again,
Understood.
yeah. So this one, even though silver is cheap, it looks like a poor man's metal lah.
It's easier to what,
Yeah, it looks like a poor man's metal lah.
easier to affordable.
Yeah, more affordable. Cuma, if you look at the increase, this one went up by 70%. So kalau you letak 1,000, you get about 700 ringgit. This one, almost 3 times,
200%.
200%. Kalau 100% is double, 200% is triple lah. So if you put, example, you put 1,000 here, you get 700. You put 1,000 here, you get 3,000. So wow, So I want to share. This is not theory, This is not. If war and social unrest keeps on happening, because sekarang ni kita boleh nampak dekat Iran and whatnot, right? Looks like it's going to get worse and worse. These are the two things.
Okay.
Okay, so we will conclude this particular module. Before wrapping it up, I would like to ask, what have everyone learned, basically?
That I can, as an individual, that you can buy stocks or invest in any country
company.
as individual, and take the opportunity
Exactly,
to make money from there,
exactly,
savings.
exactly,
It helps the company, and it's also helping
Exactly.
the consumer.
exactly. And there was one question tadi, they said, how to make 15%. I've showed you guys how to make 198% in just 1 year. 1 year. So why this is important again, just as a small little recap, right? Is this. I gave this example about this particular individual, right? He just invests about 15% every day, and he invests about 30 ringgit per day. In 15 years, he has half a million, more than half a million. So we will conclude this particular section, and we will move towards our conclusion. But before that, again, I'd just like to ask, what have you learned, maybe?
There are many options. It's just that you need to do some housekeeping within first to know what are the things that you can reduce, where you can turn it into your initial investment
Betul.
principle to start slow
Betul.
as you grow your eggs.
Betul.
So it starts internally to, how I say,
Betul.
do a housekeeping. Your daily expenses, what is the wants and what is the needs, and you also must know how much you want to achieve by when.
Betul.
Then at least you know how to have a proper roadmap.
Betul.
Rather than steering the ship around the ocean without a destination. You say,
Betul.
I want to make money, but how much
How to
money,
make, right?
by when.
Betul.
So when you know how much by when, what are the channels? So
Betul.
we can either buy physical gold or paper gold, or we can go to shares,
Betul.
or maybe we can invest in Abu's kopitiam.
Kopitiam.
So, or maybe we have friends who wants to start business,
Correct?
so we can invest in them. So
Correct.
many options.
There's many options.
rather
Correct.
than makan gaji.
Betul. How about you, Pei?
I never thought that what is happening right now or what is the trend right now can give us an idea where should we start or what we can buy, that mean, or invest. Like for example, you show visit Malaysia year 2026. So it will relate it to like the bus company, the air flight, the hotels,
Yeah.
and so on. and so forth.
Yeah, like you said lah. Remember last time when you had visit Malaysia here dekat Malaysia kan, Mas was so crowded. Mas was the carrier. There was no Air Asia back then lah. Remember, I think it was 96 they had.
In the
Visit Malaysia.
90s.
90s
Yeah.
kan, yes. So at that point in time, Malaysia kaya actually. Kaya. We were already rich country, but we didn't visit Malaysia here. Tiba-tiba, wow, was very meriah. Okay, so we already finished module 3 about setting clear and measurable goals. Right now, we move towards the conclusion.